going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz podcast. We're finna break down NFC North division previews. We're gonna make our picks, losses, all that. As always, go down, like and subscribe, comment your take of the division. I'm Paul Pickham, Winham Concha, and I'm joined with.
You already know, man. It's that boy Kev, Water Boy's boy, aka the Don PYE, always known as the realest on your screen, future commissioner of the Atlanta Falcons.
You here with your boy Gator Boy, aka Southpaw's Run Boxing. We running backwards.
All right, we got the NFC North. Right now, the Lions are favorited. They're not favorited, but plus 145. Vikings at second and plus 260. Packers 350. Bears plus 430. This is some of the closest odds there are. No one really knows how to take this division. Vikings got the number one seed last year and then absolutely shit the bed against the Giants week one.
They did get flushed.
Playoff game, not week one.
But look, the AFC is the AFC North. Like, you feel me? It's the North. This is the NFC North. Like, you feel me? Like, there's a difference.
Oh, damn, did I keep saying AFC?
No. You was giving it that North. I was like, nah, this is the North. This is like this is where it's cold.
The frozen tundra, though. This is where all the cold teams reside. Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, Green Bay.
The biggest bullshit I've ever heard in life is that cold shit is a fucking advantage in the playoffs. That's the biggest bullshit. That frozen tundra of Green Bay ain't shit. I'll be the one to say it. But we do love our Packers fans that watch this show. Hope y'all have fun with Jordan Love, the quarterback game. JP, man, tell me, what team do you want to talk about first?
Packers. New quarterback.
Jordan Love.
Give us a take, man.
Are we issuing? Are we entering the Jordan Love era? Is he taking over? You like him?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not super sold on Jordan Love yet, just because we haven't seen enough. We haven't seen enough. I'm hearing he's up and down in camp. Sometimes he's good. There's a lot of you know what I'm saying. I'm hearing a lot of things are coachable. So it's going to be a learning process. However, I think they got to stick with Jordan Love. He's already been there. He's been there under Rodgers for a couple of years. Been mentored by him.
I feel like
I
feel like I would be more on Jordan Love's side if I didn't see him playing regular season and just wasn't impressed. He did almost win. They did almost win that game against. Was it the Chiefs? They did almost win a very close game.
Yeah. That was when Aaron Rodgers was out. When Aaron Rodgers was out, and even that game could have been an easy to win game. I think it was like 14-10. It was a very low scoring game, and he was
crazy low scoring.
He was overthrowing the ball. He was overthrowing Adams a lot in that game. He threw 2 picks, I believe. Sneak caught one of them. Then it's just we haven't seen enough. There's a lot of question marks there.
So I'm not the highest on him, but I'm not against him. So how do you feel about the homie Jordan Love? I know it's all love for Jordan Love.
No, I don't like Jordan Love at all, bro. I've been the biggest hater of Jordan Love. Like, when they gave Aaron Rodgers the bag, I was like, you traded up to go get him in the first round, and then you pay your quarterback for another 3 years, massive money, back-to-back MVP seasons. And then they kind of fumbled it because you could tell Aaron Rodgers didn't really want to be there, but he kind of just kept doing it. And then all of a sudden they don't make the playoffs. He goes into the darkness retreat. He comes out. They are already saying, like, they're looking to shop him. He was like, oh, like, okay, cool. I get. And then so they kind of forced the hand into starting Jordan Love, and I don't think it's going to work out at all. Alan Lazard's not going to be there. Randall Cobb's not going to be there. They do still got Christian Watson. They don't got Robert Tonyan anymore. They don't got Mercedes Lewis anymore. Like, they don't really. No, they got Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. So hopefully this is Matt LaFleur's offense. He wants to run the ball a lot. Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon are some dogs that do like the running back room, especially for fantasy. I think this is going to we could see Aaron Jones go for like 70 catches if they use him correctly. And he could be Jordan Love's safety blanket, and there could be a lot of like RPOs and shit like that. Kristen Watson red zone, but that's if they actually turn out good, and it's all in Jordan Love's hands. And we'll see. I'm not sold in it though at all.
I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. I'm not sold on Jordan Love, but I will say they do still have pieces on defense like Jair Alexander. So like there are some things that stayed the same. And like I always loved Packers defense because of how they played the Vikings the second time after Justin Jefferson went crazy on their ass the first game of the year. They came back that next game and they put some clamps on my dog. And then I remember just seeing the pregame when that boy Jair Alexander was like, "Bro, you know what we owe them boys. You know what we owe them boys, and you know how we gonna do his ass every time." And so every time they stop Justin Jefferson, they hit the gritty. So I do respect the resilience of the Packers, and I do respect that even though they didn't start off too well, they tried to make the playoffs. They tried to get string wins together, but. Yeah. It's looking like this might be Matt LaFleur's last year. They might get rid of the GM too and just do a full house clearing.
Damn. All right. Well, then let's slide over to Minnesota. We kind of touched on Justin Jefferson. Let's talk about it's going to be the same offense. You still got Kurt, still got Justin Jefferson's, but now we got TJ Hawkinson tied in for a full year. The defense has never been their strong suit. They do win a lot of 50-50 games. They did get blown out. First game of the playoffs against the Giants. I mean, they're not the favorite to win the division, but I thought they would have been going into it. I was actually kind of shocked to pull up the odds and see them second behind the Lions.
Yeah. With the Vikings, I think they're gonna have a similar year. I do not believe. I'm not sure if they will win their division. However, but here's the thing: they got rid of two of their best defensive players. I mean, people in Eric Hendricks and Cameron Gothard and
was it Sadarius Smith and Eric Hendricks and Cameron Dancitzer. Mm-hmm. The defense is questionable.
The defense is crazy questionable because weren't they maybe it was the season before, but weren't they like crazy high in the amount of passing yards they would give up or like some type of pass in how much they were giving up through the air?
Yeah, they're bottom 5 defense.
Yeah, that's all. And you lost a lot of key pieces that were kind of helping this thing stay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing I was saying. They're a bottom 5 defense, and they let go of their who I believe they're better defensive players. I kept them not the worst, but they were the best players on their defense, and they released them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let Paul ride out on that one because that's his team. You feel me? I like Justin Jefferson. That's my dog. But I'm not a big. I don't really see. I don't see Kirk Cousins doing anything more, anything less. I think he's just gonna stay that consistent quarterback. He's gonna eventually just be the bar. Like if you're better than Kirk Cousins. I keep saying his nickname, Kirk Cousins. You're considered a good quarterback. If you're not as good as Kirk Cousins, you're considered a bad quarterback. I think that's kind of what his destiny's turned into. But I don't.
He stepped it up last year, though.
I don't think they're a bad coach team, and don't they have a decent kicker? Didn't he kick a 60 last year?
Oh, the kicker. What was his fucking name? Craig Joseph.
Yeah, did he kick a 60 last year?
He probably did. He has a massive leg, and he be coming in crunch time a lot of the time because a lot of their games come down to the final possession.
That's also why I don't trust them because I remember Paul made the best point like five episodes into our first podcast. He said, if all your games are 50-50, I expect you to be 500. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
You come down to the last possession every game, I expect you to be 500. You're not going to win all of them. You're not going to lose all of them. But I'm not high on the Vikings. I do think that they're consistent and stable, whereas the Packers are a little bit more wild. There's more of a variance with the Packers, whereas the Vikings, I feel like they're kind of like going to be more in the middle all the time. not trust them if they make the playoffs, but I think they'll be a fun regular season team.
Yeah.
Alexander
Same
Madison,
here.
running back. I think he's going to be a steal for a lot of people in drafts. If he's going third, fourth, fifth round, Alexander Madison, he's going to get the Dalvin Cook treatment. We saw him the way he ate last year whenever Dalvin Cook was out. He's going to be the guy. Then
that's no rap cap.
And then we'll jump over to the America's Sweethearts, this Detroit Lions, the favorite to win the division right here now. They don't got DeAndre Swift. They don't got Jamal Williams, but they did go out and get David Montgomery to replace them. They lost a lot of their corners. No Jeff Okudah, no Mike Hughes, no Omani. They lost to Sean Elliott, safety. They did go out and replace them with some other corners and safety. So, like, they're trying to fill in the holes. But they are a well-coached team. That's the one thing you can't say about the Lions. They are a very well-coached team.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff looked pretty damn good last year. Amon St. Brown, legit. Jameson Williams out of Alabama the year before. He's finally going to be fully healthy. We're going to see him actually play a full season, hopefully.
Nah, that's no rap cap, man. But we'll see.
I'm not.
You know how I feel about my Lions. I think this is a good year for Jared Goff. I think he looked better last year. I think they losing Jamal Williams is a big deal. Yeah, I don't know if they do too much better, but I also don't see them like doing crazy well. I don't see them making the playoffs. I'll say that.
I mean, I can't see it with the Lions. To me, they're too inconsistent. Either they're bad or they're okay.
I think they're not terrible, but I feel like they have to have an elite defense to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's something the Lions really got. Because they look how long Matt Stafford was there, probably made the playoffs once with Calvin Johnson.
And it was the year they had a great defense. Damn. Well, I thought at least Kev would be a little bit higher on the Lions. They are the favorite to win division, which I was shocked. I feel like the Vikings probably should have been favored. But they're American sweethearts.
You know I love them boys. Those are my Lions. You feel me? Anytime they win, I win. Anytime they lose, I watch them lose. But no, I don't know. I'm shocked that Vegas said, "Yo, these dudes right here, they finna do that." I'm actually pretty shocked on that one.
They're the opening game of the NFL season against the Chiefs. I mean,
I saw that.
Thursday night football.
Yeah.
September 7th. I'm ready for it.
What if they get blown out? They're gonna look crazy.
Then we got in the last team, the Chicago Bears. They went out with DJ Moore. So Justin Fields got an actual weapon to throw it to. They still got Darnell Mooney. They got Deontay Foreman, Travis Homer to fill in the voids. They still got Khalil Herbert. He's going to be RB1 for this team. The defense, they did get Tremaine Edwards and TJ Edwards. The linebacker room is looking pretty good. But the biggest question mark is still offensive line. Like, I don't think they fixed offensive line at all. They did get rid of the coach last year. They did bring in a new scheme. Justin Fields is a lot of people's fucking guy going into the season. A lot of people believe he is going to be this magical. I think fantasy-wise, he could be fun because he runs a lot. But other than fantasy in real life football, I don't like it.
I'm pretty high on Fields this year with the moves they made in the offseason and his raw talent. He was the 32nd or 31st in worst QB efficiency. So I understand why, but if you watch the games, like he's not perfect. He wasn't a perfect quarterback, but if you watch the games, his offensive line was probably the worst in the league. It collapsed it collapsed every single play he was running for his life. It collapsed a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it really came down over the season. He made better decisions. He made better decisions in the game, but then again, it's just.
Yeah. See how he can't even put words on it.
Yeah, because here's the thing: we haven't with Fields. When I watch the games, it feels like he's not perfect, but it feels like it's not always his fault. And you know what I'm saying? It's not always Fields' fault that offense. He's running for his life, like literally about every play. It's always quiet.
Cap, are you believing in the Fields train? They are still last to win the division, but a lot of people do think he's gonna be the guy. He's getting almost superstar treatment.
I mean, I don't think he's not. I don't think he's an MVP candidate, but I do think he has a better team around him, and they might be able to string along a couple more wins, maybe in the 5-6 range. But fuck no, I'm not on the bandwagon for the Bears. I mean, shout out Warren. He's been a real Bears fan his entire life. But no, fuck no. I'm more on some. Let's see what Justin Fields can do with these little upgrades, and then let's see.
I really think just some tweaks. Just give him give him some time in the pocket. Give him the diet. His decision making over the course of the season got a lot better. Obviously, the team wasn't the best. It didn't translate to wins.
I think it's just because they have to worry about his feet. 100%. If he can run and not get hurt, I think that's where he's bread and butter.
And he better not get hurt because his backup is Nathan Peterman, the worst backup ever, and then PJ Walker, who should not be in NFL. He is an XFL guy, 100%. XFL legend, but not an NFL quarterback.
Shit is crazy.
DJ
I'm pretty high.
Moore's interesting though. Yeah. Just for fantasy wise, I do not know how to. DJ Moore used to be that guy, 1,000-yard receiver. Does he touch? That'll be my question. Does DJ Moore touch 1,000 yards this year?
I mean, how much?
He only got like 890 last year with Baker. During injuries, does he touch?
That's with Baker. That's what Baker made like.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I'm gonna say if he stays healthy all the games, at least 15 games, he has a good chance. But I don't think so. But he has a good chance.
All right. Well, let's get into these division picks. No shocker. I mean, I kind of gave it loose a little earlier. I think the Vikings are number one. I just think they're the most consistent. They're bringing back at least some of the offensive pieces that make them who they are. Good coach, good offensive game, a good offensive play calling by the head coach too. I keep forgetting his name, but then I think the Lions are going to be second. Even I just think they're well coached. I think they'll be able to string along some games. Jared Goff, as long as he doesn't turn it over. David Montgomery is the running back now. He's a good running back to have. Then this is where things get a little shady. The Packers could be ass, but I just don't believe in Justin Fields that much. So unfortunately I think the Packers. No, give me Justin Fields. I think the Justin Fields string along enough games to at least beat out the Packers. I believe in Fields more than I believe in Love, and that's saying something. Who wants next?
Looking like
for me, it's the same. We're not the same as you, but I'm going Bears. I'm really confident. I'm really confident in the Bears this year. Confident in the Fields. I know it sounds a little crazy, but I see it. I really see it. I think just a couple tweaks. You know what I'm saying? They got a better option. They upgraded the offensive line a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just give him some time in the pocket. Give him some time. I've seen the yes, he has flashy plays and stuff like that, and that's not the end all be all. However, over the course of the season, we just gotta see.
Bro, my light heard you say that. My light heard you put the Bears first, and then literally said, "Miss me with that bullshit."
Then I got Vikings coming in at number 2. I think it'll be the same. I think they're gonna miss the playoffs. I don't see it much with the Vikings this year. Then the Packers will follow suit. It's gonna be a building process with the Packers. They're not gonna be perfect. I don't see much with them in Lions. Last place.
Wow. That has been probably the hottest preseason take all out of everyone so far.
Yeah, I did not see that coming. I mean, I definitely got the motherfucking Vikings in number one. I thought it was gonna be consensus. Number two, I have the Bears because even though I didn't speak highly on them, the reason why I had to sit down and hate on my Lions is the fact that I feel like they lost a lot of key skill players that were able. Like I feel like it felt like damn near Jamal Williams had damn near 30 touchdowns last year, where he kept fucking scoring every game. So especially when they needed him to punch it in. So having a weapon like that on top and they can make things happen over there in Chicago. Even though Aaron still owns them, it's still Aaron Rodgers though. They can make something happen out there. And then I got the Lions, and then I got the motherfucker. I feel like I said that twice. My high ass. And then lastly I got the
Packers.
got the Pack. Go Pack.
Yeah,
Go.
Packers coming in last.
Yeah, that's why I had to make sure I came in hot when I talked about how cold the Packers are because they not eating like that this year.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, y'all heard it first. We had some hot takes given out this episode. So, and before we leave, Gator, I'm gonna tell you, go bet Chicago Bears if you think they're winning the division plus 430 odds. You get some 4-1 action on that. But as always, everyone drop down in the comment section. Let us know your takes on this division. Let us know who's right, who's wrong. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. This has been Totally Blitz Podcast. We broke down NFC North for everybody. I'm Paul Pickle, of Conchos, joined by Kevin, Waterboy Savoy, and Gator Boy, JP, Southpaws Unboxing, Jamari. And if y'all didn't know, I know, motherfuckers.